Reality for those of us who have lost someone to addiction. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I can still see your face. I can still see your eyes so vividly, filled with the childlike innocence that shone through past all the pain I knew your heart had felt. Hidden messages in your words that I still spend time attempting to understand and dissect, holding tight to all the little moments as I try to wipe away all of the pain of the hand called existence you had been dealt. But the fact is, all we have is reality. Asking myself what happened and how did you get to a point where you simply couldn't fight anymore? But perhaps that would be a moot point at this point. And I would sit and watch you make promises to you that I realized now that I had no place in this world to make. Perhaps I was being hypocritical by saying that I understood that I was powerless because I watched your life become more and more unmanageable, but yet I would analyze and strategize about what I could do to fix it and go so far as to ask God what would be the next best steps for me to take. But the fact is, all we have is reality. And I have accepted the fact that you are gone. At least I think. But even after a period of time, at least a couple of times, one of the 5 stages of grief comes back to visit me just one more time. And I truly accept and hear the phrases people have said to me like, hold on to your memories. They're not gone. They are always alive in your heart. And while I know this is true, there's still a part of me that stays frustrated with the fact that thoughts of wishing you were still here still consumes my mind. But the fact is, all we have is reality. And the reality is, the most of your life you struggled to exist in a world that never seemed like it was the right fit for you. Where fitting into the world around you was like attempting to step in, walk in, and tie in running shoes that was too big or too small for you. And while I cannot lie, I tried to be present in the fact that every moment in time and space that I was blessed to have with you, I couldn't help but drift off into a dream world of a different life that my mind's eye had created for you. But the fact is, all we have is reality. And I bore the burden of watching you stumble and fall at times. Watching you lock yourself back in your self-imposed prison yet another time. Feeling like I had lost you as you stood there right by my side. Because I wasn't quite sure how much my heart or your body could last after all you had put it through the last time. But the fact is, all we have is reality. And truly and sincerely, only by the grace of God goes I. Because on any of those given days where I too strayed and I too played and I too lingered in places I should not have stayed, any of those could have been my final day in time. So I will battle and defeat my pain. And through my own healing of battling this disease, I will forever honor your name out loud and in my mind. Bring myself to a place where I smile at the remembrance of you because you were so much more than meets the eye. But the fact is, all we have is reality. And as I stared down at what you left for me to hold, I once perceived to be the shattered pieces of my world and my reality. I now see are like puzzle pieces you left me to piece together for a greater understanding of what God wanted me to perceive. With the loss of you, went a larger-than-life piece of me. There is a strength I have found in myself to stirring, part of which came from all the love that you gave to me. And the fact is, all we have is reality. And I ask God to grant me the serenity to accept the fact that you being gone is something that I cannot change. But I will change the things within myself that I can and pray for the wisdom to focus on the beauty of everything that I learned from you. Every smile that I received from you. Every conversation and every laugh that I shared with you. And on God, I will lean on this journey to empower myself and others to keep our minds, bodies, and soul clean and just enjoy the moment. Each and every moment. Just for today. Because the fact is, all we have is reality.